Right into it, folks. No hat today. Oh, I'll be fine. No hat today. Don't need a hat today. So guys, I need a haircut though. I didn't want that. All right. Today's upload is going to be um basically us going over the past because I believe that this is our second Royal Rumble on the channel. I think this is Rumble number 2. I think. No, this is our third Royal Rumble on the channel. Um, Coming up for the Universe mode, we have our third ever Royal Rumble pay-per-view. And today, I want to take us back and go back to last year's Royal Rumble pay-per-view. And we're going to react to it and discuss it, break down each and every single match, and say what does this year's show need to be better than last year's show, because obviously you want to see improvement. Um, this show was live last year. That's going to be a major difference this year. It will not be live. It will be premiered live. It will be live, but it will be premiered live. So I have my fancy dancy little iPad here. We're gonna watch the show in its entirety. Not really, but you know. We're gonna look at the show, break down how it started, how it ended, um, the match quality, go over that, and what has to be done to be better than this show. What does the 2K20 Royal Rumble need to do to be better than Royal Rumble 2K19? Basically, that's all we're doing today. Um, when I look back at this show, honestly, it really was a good direction I was going in for WrestleMania. I did the 2-night WrestleMania before WWE did it. Because last year's WrestleMania, which we'll talk about tomorrow, which is it's WrestleMania week, since 36 is coming up. I'm going to talk about my WrestleMania now, so I can see what I got to do for Vegas this year. Um, Last year WrestleMania was split into 2 parts. One was in Baton Rouge, the other one was in New Orleans. Because we were in Louisiana for both nights. One was in LSU Tiger Stadium, and one was in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. So that was last year's Royal Rumble. Last year's WrestleMania. So this show basically was the stepping stone to the WrestleMania, and ultimately the winners of this night pretty much had gold around their waist for WrestleMania. Um, and they were involved in major storylines for WrestleMania itself. So, going into this show, I had high expectations because 2K18's Royal Rumble was very very good, very very good. 2K18 Royal Rumble was probably one of my favorite Rumbles I've ever done. Um, and match quality wise, 2K18's Royal Rumble was fantastic. So going into 2K19's Royal Rumble, I had a lot to live up to for quality. I was just getting a lot of you guys were coming into the series and coming into this channel and subscribing at that time period. So this was a lot to live up to for this game. And I believe that we lived up to it. I believe that for 2K19 and 2K for 2K19's Rumble, we lived up to the expectations. You know, most of these matches I have forgotten about. So this is fresh eyes. This might be my first time watching some of these matches. I forgot about what I was doing. This was live. So I know who was champions at the time period because I know that because I did I produced the WrestleMania, so I know who was champions, but I don't know who they fought at this show. A lot was happening, and a lot of storylines were going on at the same time doing this show. So we'll see what was better. Hold on, crap! I gotta make sure I don't My creativeness was good. A swing into the rumble. That was a nice name. Bad reputation. Okay, so a play on Ronda Rousey's theme song. Obviously teasing her being in the Royal Rumble and obviously winning it. Um, you know, but let me see if my freaking iPad wants to work. We can. My iPad doesn't want to scroll. So hold on, I gotta find the Royal Rumble itself. I don't remember. And let me share this out because YouTube didn't send notifications. Because of course they're YouTube. Let me see. Let me share this out for you people. All right. All right. Now let's see if I can. All right, I'm back. Let's see if I can find this Royal Rumble now. Cause I gotta find the show. Let's see if I can find it. All these doggone videos. 210 videos. 210 videos. God dang. This from 2K19. What in the, how many episodes did I do? I don't remember. Oh, Survivor Series. Oh, I remember that. That was Team Shane McMahon versus Team Triple H. I remember that. Slammy Awards from last year was episode 35. Yeah, it should still be up here. Yeah, there it is. I see it. WWE 2K19 Universe Mode episode 43 Royal Rumble pay-per-view making history. So that was the theme of last year's show. And basically, it was making history because it was the first ever women's Royal Rumble was last year. So I'm gonna say, oh, this is your second appearance because it is the second appearance technically because we did it last year. So yeah. So if you like, go through that, um, you know, last year I didn't know. I'm looking back at it. I did the Slammy Awards after TLC, not before. Hmm, interesting. Because I see 35, because TLC was 34. I did it, I kind of did the opposite this year. I did Slammy Awards first, then I did TLC second. Hmm, I ain't know I did it like that. I didn't know. Hold on. But we're gonna talk about that. Let's go to Royal Rumble pay per view. Let's see how did this show start off. So now I'm going to this blind, guys. I don't remember half of this show, by the way. So I forgot to just let's see. I was saying I just thought about this whenever I was oh god. Sitting, so hold on. Oh god. Wait. I don't need. I forgot to mention the championships were okay. Oh god. Oh my god. Rumble. I know a lot of people in the tag team division are in the Royal Rumble. So let me put the thumbnail up because I think I already said it already. So oh god. If not, I'm gonna put the thumbnail on and then. This is embarrassing. So now I remember this now. So at the beginning of the show, I forgot to make sure championships were set. So that was fun. By the way, this was made January 6th, 2019. By the way, this was this is a year old now by this point. So I forgot to make sure championships were set. So that was fun. So the first match was Brock Lesnar versus Edge. Interesting. Okay. See if I remember the story. Oh boy. Lester's not happy, but I heard Edge. He's been waiting on this ever since Lester took him out at Survivor Series. So Edge is ready for this dream match, and it's starting things off on this historic Royal Super Sweet. Oh, down for the bell. Okay, so if I recall the story of this match, I remember now. It was actually a pretty decent match and a pretty decent story. Now, I never followed up on this. Um, you know, I never really followed up on this very intriguingly. I didn't because it was no I no I actually did. So the story was that Brock Lesnar wanted the World Heavyweight Championship and he had to but Edge said that he had to earn it, so Lesnar attacked him. You know, typical Brock Lesnar. He didn't get what he wants, and if Brock Lesnar would have lost, he had to leave um, Raw. So that was how Lesnar got on SmackDown, basically, because he was on Raw at first, and this was his ticket to SmackDown. So that was the opening contest. So overall, from what I remember, the match was very good, but it was very quick. Edge squashed him. Edge hit like I think he hit 4 spears and he squashed him. The match was like 5 minutes. Lesnar and Goldberg all over again. It was 5 minutes. Lesnar got squashed. Yes, yes, you heard me correctly. Edge hit. I'm looking at the footage now. He hit four. Hold on, wait. I'm looking at it right now. Wait. Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, never mind. He did hit it. He hit a couple F5s. I think he hit 2, but Edge hit like 4 spears and beat him. Yeah, yeah. So Lesnar got destroyed. That was funny. Um, not a decision that I kind of regretted. You know, that was really bad. Poor Lesnar. Poor Lesnar. I have made Brock Lesnar look like a fool in this series because because WWE over pushes him so much. So I kind of take my aggression out on him in universe mode by having him get squashed half of the time. He's in the ring. AJ Styles squashed him. You know, um, Taker squashed him like 5 times in this series already. Um, Batista Batista's him at TLC. That was bad. Poor Lesnar. He got manhandled at TLC. So I have a knack of squashing Brock Lesnar in this series because I get pissed off at him in real life. So I take that aggression on him in real life and make him look like a complete fool in universe mode. But he has won gold before. He is a former WWE champion. He did carry our brand at one point. He even won the United States Championship. No, perfectly justified. So then we had the Nightwolf versus Michael Wolf storyline. Who remembers that? Most of y'all wasn't even watching at that point. Mr. Wolf was part of Team Nightwolf at Survivor Series because they had a little storyline with this one. And Michael Wolf betrayed Nightwolf and almost cost him his job on SmackDown because Nightwolf was feuding with I think the SmackDown general manager or something like that. I think it was Shane or somebody like that. And he was part of the Team Triple H versus Team Shane McMahon storyline that happened at Survivor Series. So Michael Wolf turned his back on his team and he joined the other side. And Nightwolf got mad and they had a match at the Royal Rumble. Carried on, because Michael Wolf was wanted to be his own man or something like that, you know. And Michael Wolf, you know, keep in mind, guys, this was my first year booking calls, so I had no idea what. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know what I was doing. I don't know. But this match was very good. I think one of the best matches of the night. Honestly, they tore the house down. They came out here and tore the house down. And the ending was so brilliant. People still praise this ending very well. It was very well done and very put together. Wolf got the victory because Wolf was building up to be one of the biggest heels on SmackDown at the time. So he got the victory, and I wanted to make sure that Nightwolf he was human enough to be beaten because at this point in time nobody had beaten Nightwolf 1-on-1 clean. They had to use outside tactics to beat him like countouts or use a weapon or something to beat him. He didn't lose clean often. He still don't lose clean often to this day. When he loses clean, it's a big deal. Um, but you know, Wolf, this was the turning point to his heel gimmick that he still has. But the problem with Michael Wolf is the same problem with Feck West. There's so many character gimmick changes, you can't keep it consistent. So, I want to push him, but if I push him, oh, new gimmick. Really? Really? But I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, so it's the same thing with Feck. At least Wolf keeps his gimmick for 6 months. So I know I have a Michael Wolf gimmick for 6 months. Feck, on the other hand, he changes gimmicks every other month. So it's the same thing with him. I can't push calls that change their gimmicks every single month. You know, it's not. I don't dislike Feck West. No, I don't dislike Feck West. I don't. I don't dislike anybody that's in my universe. No. None of them at all. Um, it's just that the problem with Feck, I can't. Every time I try to get into a character, every time I try to put my spice into it, he changes it up. And like Feck, how are you gonna get over if you keep changing your gimmick? I can't. Yo, let me remind you something. Listen, you know why Dwayne Frost? You know why Dwayne Frost is the Chris World Heavyweight Champion? You know why Samuel Lewis has won gold? You know why KJ Jones has won gold? You know why those, and you know why Vince Diamond is getting pushed? You know why Brian Perkins is getting pushed? Because they don't change their gimmicks. I can play around with them. I can use them how I want to use them. That's why Feck West has not won any gold. I promise you, if Feck West would have kept that original gimmick he had, you know, if he would have kept that OG gimmick that he had in 2K19 when he first came in, I promise you, Feck West will be your career's World Heavyweight Champion right now. You know, he will be your champion right now, pretty much. But he don't keep his gimmicks, and I can't play around with him. He always, this is the big one, changing your character's models. I hate that. I hate that, mid-game, you change your character's models. No. No. Visual inconsistency is a big thing with me. If you want something changed, let me change it. Don't get a whole new character I have to download. I hate doing that. And Feck does it all the time. There's like 8 different Feck West on my PlayStation under hashtag Coltrane. 8! Like he gives me all his gimmicks from his various shows that he's a part of. When they don't fit my universe mode. I don't know, man. I don't know. And he never explains. He never explains the gimmicks. So I have no clue. No clue at all. And fun fact, by the way, guys, this Royal Rumble has gotten 276 views and 19 likes. So we have to beat that this year, by the way. So we have to beat 276 and 19 likes. So I need about 20 likes on the next Rumble and over 276 views, which I think Takeover Philadelphia has almost 200 views, but if I'm not mistaken, it should have hit 200 views today, because it was at 159 yesterday. I looked at it. It's at 184. Now I think it's at 200 views now. So I think Takeover might beat this Rumble by Wednesday if everything goes well. So, anyways, back to the Rumble. We got to have a lot to discuss. A lot of botches. A lot of bad decisions to discuss. K&S, yes, at the beginning of their reunion. By the way, guys, this is reunion number 1. There's been this of 3. No, Reunion number 1 of 2. Oh boy. Hey. This one makes sense though. KJ Jones and Samuel Lewis reunited after Samuel Lewis was betrayed by the New World Order. No, wait. That was that was down the line. Wait. Why was McIntyre and Shawn Michaels teaming together? I forgot my own storyline. I didn't write this, by the way. Somebody else wrote this. I didn't write this. Hold on. I'm trying to think. Why was McIntyre with Michaels? What was I thinking? Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot. Oh god. This is correct. So KJ, Lewis. He had was betrayed by a New World Order. The New World Order had brought in Shawn Michaels and Drew McIntyre to be members of the New World Order, and Samuel Lewis was leading them because he discarded. This is the funny part. Look at this. He discarded, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. Lewis said, "I'm throwing y'all in the trash." That was quote of the year last year. It won a Slammy Award, by the way. He said, "Y'all are gonna be the trash of tomorrow." Oh my god, man! It was hilarious, man. I laughed so hard. Oh my god. No, KJ is fine and healthy. Last we seen KJ Jones was he lost to Vince Diamond when Diamond had to beat Jones to get Lewis at the Royal Rumble because Lewis demanded that happen. That was the last time we seen Jones. Jones is very fine and healthy. But you know, it was really hilarious how it turned out. So the New World Order turned on him, and Lewis was by himself. He was all alone. So he begged and pleaded for KJ Jones to help him take on the New World Order, Shawn Michaels and Drew McIntyre. After Drew McIntyre said, "Nah, partner, I'm not gonna be your slave under you for long. I won't be my own man. I want to lead my own group." McIntyre wanted to lead the NWO himself, because I was getting Delzinski vibes. Don't ask me. Don't worry, guys. The storyline didn't go anywhere. I dropped it after this match. Actually, McIntyre left and he became his own man, and he went on to do bigger and better things than mess around with this storyline. I dropped it immediately after this match. By the way, so this was the climax, basically. The climax of the reunion of Jones and Lewis after the first reunion failed. The first time as a tag team failed because Lewis turned on him. And then the second time, Jones turned on Lewis, and now they're back together again. So yeah. So they came back together. They teamed together. This was their first match back together. And overall, it was a very, very great match. These 4 men tore the house down. Shawn Michaels had black hair. The black hair Michaels, I called it. Somebody said like a married couple. Hilarious. And it was very, very solid for what it was. And I gotta tell you, man, I enjoyed this storyline. I did. For what it was, I enjoyed it, and it was a very, very proper end to it with Lewis and Jones coming back together and winning the matchup and tag teaming together. And this started the KNS road to SummerSlam, where they eventually, finally, won the Raw Tag Team Championships, and this started the rise of Samuel Lewis. So there were some great things that came out of this reunion after Royal Rumble. Lewis's rise to the Creators World Heavyweight Championship, and him and KJ winning the tag team titles at SummerSlam. So there you go. That's the positive that came out of this match. As for McIntyre went on to become his own man and win the United States Championship, pinning Lars Sullivan clean, by the way, at Backlash, and having a great United States title reign before, Ciampa happened, and that's who is the current U.S. title holder right now, because McIntyre went on the whole title until he lost to Ciampa, and now McIntyre is chasing the World Heavyweight Championship. So now, basically, McIntyre's career has went on the up and up since this match. As for Shawn Michaels, he has went in the spirit of being a part-time wrestler now. He wrestles periodically and he makes appearances and is not involved in anything major and basically puts over people. So there you go. So everybody has had a very, very positive outcome from this match. I can't say from the other match on this card that there was positive outcomes, but hey, you live and you learn. Next match, oh boy, let's see. We had this was the Becky Lynch title reign. So we have Ember Moon versus Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship. Now this is during the Becky Lynch title reign, where Becky Lynch was the WWE Raw Women's Champion, and she basically went on a tear as the Raw Women's Champion. I was a huge fan of Becky Lynch at this time period, and I really, really enjoyed her Raw Women's title reign. She had some very, very great matches, and this was doing that. This was doing the tail end of it. Now this match was 1 year in the making, basically, because Ember Moon, doing her title reign, whenever she defeated Asuka and broke the streak, because not no stupid clown, ugly, I am the Raw Women's Champion, Robot Flair broke the streak. No, we had somebody credible break the streak. Ember Moon broke the streak. She broke Asuka's undefeated streak. It was at WrestleMania in Dallas. Ember Moon broke the streak. And she won the Raw Women's Championship. So what happened was, during Ember Moon's title reign, Becky Lynch challenged her and lost. Now it's the opposite. During Becky Lynch's title reign, Ember Moon challenged her and she lost. So Becky Lynch got her win back from over a year prior. So that was the story for this match. And man, they delivered. They delivered very, very well. This was very, very great. I enjoyed this match very, very well, and I think I did them justice from the last match they had in 2K18 against each other, and this one was much, much better. Becky Lynch went on to retain here, when she retained, I believe, at the Elimination Chamber, from what I remember, and then she lost to Kairi Sane at WrestleMania, where Kairi Sane began her Raw Women's Championship reign, which had the big payoff with her fighting Asuka at SummerSlam and beating her. Then the Bianca Belair era started a month later. Bianca cashed in Money in the Bank, and she's been Raw Women's Champion ever since. As for Becky Lynch, she has had a little bit of a downhill spiral. She's been floating around the Raw Women's division, but she is planning on entering the Women's Royal Rumble. Becky Lynch also had a little injury as well. She went on a hiatus as well after her Raw Women's title reign, but she is planning on entering the Women's Royal Rumble, which you will see. And Ember Moon, she pretty much the same thing's been hanging around too, but she was injured. She got injured during the Kairi Sane title reign. She got injured, so she is currently healing up from injury from a few months ago. So that's why she's not been on TV. But overall, this was very, very good, and it was a climax from 2K18. I think I like the story for this match, and it was a very, very solid match that had a lot of foundation going into it. So not done yet. By the way, guys, this show was in Phoenix, Arizona. By the way, it was in home of the Phoenix Suns Stadium. So that's where the show took place. Then we had the Cruiserweight Championship match. My man Tony Nese took on Cedric Alexander. At the time, this was before all of cruise control crap and all that stuff that we have now with Alexander in the European Championship. As I mentioned, as I stated before, Alexander is a former Cruiserweight champion. This was doing his Cruiserweight Championship title reign. Wait, what you mean? What you mean before Ciampa left? I don't get your question. So this was Nese and Alexander, and this was at the peak of Alexander's Cruiserweight Championship reign. Very, very great title reign that started at the beginning of the 2K20, and 2K19. I'm sorry, and peaked at it. Oh yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about. So now the way Sammy made me remember something. Now the way Ciampa won. Now, here's how everything pretty much came about. So you know how 2K19 didn't have Ciampa in it, right? So I kind of was in the curveball. So I had to write Ciampa out for a while until I got a good call to replace him. So Ciampa had I remember this. This is how we crowned. This is how Alexander won the title. Ciampa had relinquished the cruiserweight championship, and we had a little tournament, and Alexander won the tournament, and he finally got his massive pop. By the way, finally got the cruiserweight championship. That's how he was champion up to this point. Ciampa was on his little hiatus at this point, and he came back around SummerSlam time, and that is when the Tommaso Ciampa United States Championship reign basically started because he basically traded the Cruiserweight Championship for the United States title because he went right after the United States Championship and he basically was gifted an opportunity because he never lost his Cruiserweight Championship. So, it would have been very interesting if 2K19 would have had Tommaso Ciampa. I honestly don't think that if they would have had him, I don't think he would have been United States champion right now, honestly. Because he would have never took that hiatus and he would have stayed in the cruiserweight division. Um, and I probably would have kept him in, and I probably would have moved him to SmackDown. That was the original plan because the cruiserweights were going to SmackDown. So, I don't think the United States title reign would have happened. So I'm kind of glad that they didn't put him in the game. Very glad they did because it right now he's the hottest thing right now on Raw. Besides, who's hotter than Ciampa? Dream? I don't even know. I think Ciampa is the hottest thing on Raw. So, um, so it was kind of good fortune that 2K didn't put him in the game. So thank you, 2K. Appreciate you, because the title reign would have never happened if he was in the game. So overall, it was a great cruiserweight championship match. My man Alexander retained and won. Um, and I gotta say, man, um, Alexander had a great title reign, and I would not mind seeing him fight for the cruiserweight championship again in the future because he was a great cruiserweight champion. Moving on after that, we had the Raw Tag Team Championship match. Um, this was the Street Profits versus always interrupting me during stream. Where was I? In my endlings. We're only oh god. We're only an hour and 20 into the show, right, by the way, at this point. How many matches we've had? This show was long. We're only an hour and 20 minutes into the discussion. Insane. Wow. Yeah, so we talked about Lester Edge, Nightwolf, Michael Wolf, the tag team match, KNS and them, Becky and Ember cruiserweight title match, Lisa and Alexander, um, and now we're on the Dream Team storyline, the one that started it all. Dream Team versus man versus Street Profits? Well, Cruz has done a lot of heelish things. He threw Tyson O'Neil off a production truck. You know, and he also power bombed O'Neil on a limousine. Um, he called out O'Neil's manhood, saying that he was not good in bed. He's done a lot of heelish things, you know. And he called me out too. He called the commentator out, and saying that my sperm was not credible. Yeah, he is savage. I know it's so mean, very very mean, guys. That's really messed up. How you gonna call me out? I think Apollo don't like me. I think he don't like me. Like I said, Dream Team versus Street Profits. This was at the height of the Dream Team and Street Profits title Raw Tag Team title reign that started. I think this started at TLC, and they were a month into the title reign, and they took on the Street Profits. It was a very very great match that seen the Dream Team retain, and this was the start of their title reign that went into WrestleMania before Backlash, where Dream apparently abandoned Apollo Crews and went on to win the world title in the same night. So poor Apollo Crews, he got dumped, and Dream went on to win the world title later on in the night. Dream is now you want to know a savage? Velveteen Dream. How you lose the Raw Tag Team titles and win the world title in the same night? Who has ever done that? Can you name me one person that lost the tag team championships and won the world title in the same night? The same night, not the next week. The same night. So you didn't tell me that that's not suspicious? I think that's suspicious enough, right? You know, I think that's very suspicious. How you lose the tag team titles the same night and win the world title? That's real team. That's exactly what Velveteen Dream did. So nothing really to talk about here because this is the beginning of the title reign. So there's nothing really to discuss here with that matchup. What else we had on this show? After that we got EC3 and Cody Phillip. Oh, this was why were they fighting? I don't remember why they were fighting. Why was East? Oh, European Championship. I was about to say, why is EC3 fighting Cody Phillip? So this is at the time when I had calls fighting for titles. So Cody Phillip was a hot attraction, and he challenged EC3 at on a Monday Night Raw. Said that he wanted the European Championship, and obviously, as former general manager at the time, said you got to earn it. And he won a #1 contention match, and he faced EC3 at this show. Overall, the chat got into Cody Phillip, so he got over. He got over like I wanted to, but again, this was at the time when Cody Phillip got injured during the match, so I couldn't give him the championship. So behind the scenes thing, while we were doing this match, Cody Phillip was supposed to go over. But the reason why he didn't win was because they had a major injury during the match. So I had no choice but to have EC3 retain. But I wanted to make sure that he gets right off properly. So I made EC3 into the big bad heel. I remember he attacked him after the match, put a chair on his neck, jumped off the top rope, and literally with the chair on his neck. Yes. Back in the day, EC3 was a savage. He jumped off the top rope and kneed him right in the neck with the chair on him. Broke his doggone neck. And Cody Phillip, he missed WrestleMania because of this. He missed WrestleMania. He was not at WrestleMania. He was not at WrestleMania, and he backlash. This was the last time we seen Cody Phillip until after WrestleMania. because of EC3. EC3 was a savage. He was a savage. He didn't play. He did not play back in the day. You know what I'm saying? He was a big heel, very very big heel. Um, and I gotta say, man, that was the height. That was the height of EC3's heel gimmick. That is still going on to this day. But it's not as savage as it was in 2K19, but it's still very very savage now with the top 1%. Now you can say that EC3 is turning into a transition of being a babyface because Cruise Control, you know, they feel threatened by the top 1%, and you can see that by Apollo Cruz. He giving warnings. Cruz never gave warnings before. Now he's giving warnings saying, hey, slow your roll. Watch top 1%. No. I run Monday Night Raw. You don't run Monday Night Raw. I hold half of the gold around here. He said y'all better slow y'all roll. So Cruz, I think Cruz feels threatened. Y'all better keep your eye out on that, because he said they down for a fight. So keep watching that storyline. UE versus Sandy. This was the Sandy 1-year world title reign, a tag team championship reign. This was during that title reign. Obviously, Sandy won this match because they are the longest reigning tag team champions in Universal history. They have the top of the gold. And this was the first time they fought. The first time they fought. First of 3 times. It was 3 times they fought. I think another one was a combination at WrestleMania. I put 2 teams together and it was a fatal 4-way tag. No, it was a triple threat tag team match at WrestleMania. Sandy retained again, and then Sandy fought some other teams, and then they just kept winning, and then they fought UE again and beat him again. Then they fought him again, and then UE finally beat him, and they won tag team championship. So Sandy basically owns the Undisputed Era in this series, basically. So all that talk Eric Young was doing, Adam Cole was doing, he basically forgot that Sandy pretty much owns them for half of 2K19, basically. But nothing really to discuss here. This was basically Sandy destroying the Undisputed Era and retaining their tag team championships. Basically, they won it again, and and they pretty much held those titles until they reached the 1-year mark, and 1 year and 1 month, and that's when the title reign ended. After that, we seen Adam Cole versus Tyler Bate for the United Kingdom Championship. Now, Tyler Bate has been going after the UK title since early 2K19, and he is the current Cruiserweight champion right now. So, this was when Adam Cole was the United Kingdom champion. So, Adam Cole has won gold in this series before. He now has his quest sights set on the WWE championship right now. But he is a former United Kingdom champion. This was during his title reign that ended at WrestleMania, by the way. And that's where he lost his title to, I believe it was Roman Reigns. Yes, it was Roman Reigns. I remember. So Roman Reigns won the United Kingdom Championship at WrestleMania. So this was before that. Very very great match. I gotta say my only problem with this match, it was way too long. This match should have not been that long. I think that initially the match should have ended after Cole hit that super kick from the top rope, but Bate kicked out because I was not being a genius. Yeah, should have ended after that super kick, but Bate had kicked out. Like it was normal for my series to have long matches. Well, expert, technically anybody can go for the United Kingdom Championship. It doesn't have to be U.S. specific. Anybody can go to the United States. Like, anybody can go after the United States title. The UK title is basically the United States title. Anybody can go after it. If freaking Brock Lesnar can be the United States champion, why can't Adam Cole be the UK champion? No, that was my logic. That was my logic behind it. You know what I'm saying? And basically, I wanted somebody strong-willed to hold the United Kingdom Championship. Basically, um, that's why pretty much that's the reason why you know Adam Cole won the title. So after that, that was only the first half of the Royal Rumble. You would think that that's it, right? No, no, we're not done yet. We're not done by a long shot. We got a long way to go. After that, now you know 2K20 has the idea of having extra matches in universe mode. You know now, but they didn't have that in 2K19. So I used play mode for half of the show. Then I moved over to universe mode. We called it the big sections of the Royal Rumble pay per view. So this, you know, that was 2 hours right there, and then this was the last 3 hours. We started off with Lars Sullivan versus Daniel Bryan. Yes, Lars Sullivan was a WWE Intercontinental Champion at one point, and he was very, very brutal. Very, very, very brutal. Sammy, you were in the chat for this. I'm looking at your chat right now. You were in the chat for this match. Um, we changed it over, and man, oh man, this was the best Lars Sullivan match I've ever had. Even in 2K20, this was the best Lars Sullivan match I've ever had. Daniel Bryan and Lars Sullivan is the best. The best Lars Sullivan has looked in a one-on-one capacity. And man, I gotta tell you that this match slapped. This match was good. If you want to go back and watch any match on this show, I will go back and watch the Adam Cole and Tyler Bate match, the tag team, the KNS reunion, and Lars Sullivan and Daniel Bryan. It was that good. I'm telling you guys, this match was amazing. It was fantastic. I have no complaints with the match. It went perfectly aligned, and it basically built up Lars Sullivan as being this unstoppable man up until the miracle happened in New Orleans at WrestleMania when he dropped the title. So I honestly would recommend that match to anybody. If you want to watch a match, go back and watch that IC title match. It started at the 2 hour and 23 minute mark. Go back and watch that match. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. It was that good. Moving on. This was United States Championship Triple Threat Extreme Rules match between Bobby Lashley. Not Bobby Lashley. Oh God, Bobby Roode, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Samoa Joe. This was the height of the Bobby Roode glorious United States Championship, man. Oh my God, I remember this like it was yesterday. I love this title reign, man. Yes, Lashley was in 2K19. He was in 2K19. Oh my God, I love this title reign, guys. Oh my God. The Bobby Roode United States Championship reign was some of the best booking I had in 2K19. Don't at me. Besides Finn Balor, of course. You know, man. It was so amazing. You know, it was glorious. Man, I miss this, man. I miss this, man. Y'all don't know. Bobby Roode was freaking on top of his game in this title reign, in this series. This was it. This was it for Roode, man. Roode was at the top of his game. And this is where it all started. It started right here on this night. Samoa Joe walked in as the United States champion. He didn't walk out as the United States champion. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't walk out. You know why he walked out? Because the glorious one DDT'd his face in and made sure that he walked out as champion. This was the start of the most brilliant title reign in Universe Mode history. Besides Finn Balor, of course. Finn Balor will always be brilliant. the glorious Bobby Roode. He won the tag. He won this match. This was I believe, the only title change of the night. I think, because I think everybody else retained. Yeah, besides Sandy as well. Sandy was brilliant as well, and McIntyre was awesome too. There's been plenty of title reigns that hold up, but y'all know I'm a Bobby Roode fanboy in real life, so I gotta have bias towards my dog. But I mean, there's plenty of other title reigns that have held up in history. But this was elimination. It came down to Nakamura and Roode. Shockingly, Samoa Joe got eliminated, and Bobby Roode took advantage and immediately glorious DDT'd Shinsuke Nakamura to the shock of all. And here's my brilliant commentary. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play it for y'all. Look.
Reigns and Bell out first. Glorious Brainbuster. Bobby Roode. Yes. It's a glorious day.
Good times.
Yes.
The memories.
Glorious. We have a new champion.
This was awesome, man. Man, I missed this game.
Now this is a glorious day. Yes.
Those were the days, man. Those were the days, man.
That is gloriousness right there.
Oh my God, man. That's memories, man. I will never forget that, man. That was the best call of the night. Man. Yeah, man. I agree. 2K20 has a lot to live up to, man. It has a lot to live up to, and that's why I'm doing these breakdowns, looking back at it. I'm like, man, this was some good stuff. Now, I mean, obviously not everything was perfect, but I mean, the storytelling was there. I just don't remember half of it. But if you go back and watch the show, you'll catch on pretty quickly because I explained everything brilliantly. And man, the storytelling was there, and you go back and look at it, man. That was a great series, man. One of my favorites. Then we had, oh God, oh man, oh boy, the greatest reign of all time. This was the how many she's had? Bayley has had 3 SmackDown Women's Championship reigns. She's on number 3 right now. This was number 2. The greatest woman of all time. This is when she took on Asuka. Yeah. So y'all remember that Bayley claim of beating Asuka, and a one-on-one match? Yeah, it happened at the Royal Rumble in 2K19. Yay. So this is when she beat Asuka. It didn't let the match. I think she beat Asuka in about 20 minutes. And to the chagrin of all, the entire chat was shocked, and the entire chat was so mad. They wanted half of the people left. They left the stream. Guys, I can't make this up. I'm looking at it right now. Literally half of the chat left. They left the stream. They had I think they had 10 people. I don't know, it was like 8 or 9 people in the stream. When Bayley hand, she was clapping, half of it's gone. They had about 4 people left in the chat. Because Bayley made her tap. She made Asuka tap. Just like that. In the middle of the ring. And it was one of the most shocking moments of the night. And everybody left. It was crazy. Then after that, We had the WWE Championship Fatal Five Way Eliminate Fatal Five Way Extreme Rules match. I'm sorry. Demon King Finn Balor. This is for the Finn Balor 1 year WWE title reign. I think one of his best matches, best multi-man matches he had in his title reign. He had so many great matches. I think that the ones against Cena was good, Reigns was good, Taker was good, Black was good. I mean, he had so many great matches. Um, but the best multi-man match he had was this one. It was Asiel, Cena, Gargano, um, Reigns, and Balor himself. It was a fatal five way. One of the first and only fatal five ways I've ever held in this series. Um, because basically the entirety of Team SmackDown, because this was Team SmackDown that helped Shane McMahon get rid of Triple H. So Triple H had so Triple H had I'm sorry, Shane McMahon had awarded Team SmackDown at the WWE Championship. So basically, this is how this match came. The reward came at the Royal Rumble. It didn't come at TLC because Balor had other business to take care of at TLC. The reward came at the Royal Rumble. Um, you know, so that was the basically the plot behind this match. Wait, AEW has a what? Mid-card title called the TNT Championship? What? What in the what is he talking about? Why that name? TNT Championship. Okay. They announced that today they will introduce the TNT title. A weekly 8-man tournament will begin on April 8th, where the winner will become the inaugural champion. Why the TNT Championship? Dynamite Diamond Ring instead. Okay, but why that name? That sounds so weird. What in the world? Okay, well, we'll talk about that in probably on Friday. I might include it in random. WWE would never. I know WWE has stupid names for their championships, like the Universal Championship. Like I thought that was dumb. The champion of the universe. I thought that was stupid. But I mean, TNT Championship? No. The 24/7 title is still one of the worst title names in wrestling history. TNT title is not that bad. I mean, in defense, it's not that bad. The name is kind of creepy and weird, but it's not that bad. To me. I still think that the title, the other championships are terrible. But, I mean, the TNT championship is basically not that bad. Holy Jesus, I have a... Holy Jesus, I have... Oh my god! Oh, I'm sorry. My teacher just posted grades. Y'all, right now I have all A's. Holy crap. What is life right now? I have all A's. was love. Oh wow. I'm so proud of myself. Alright. Anyways, enough about me. Back to the action. I know I ain't talk anymore. So I know some of y'all gonna leave me um in a little while. But I want to skip to the botches. So for the Universal Championship, yes, Tommaso Ciampa got a Universal Championship opportunity that I forgot about, completely forgot about, by the way. Against AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble. Um, I need light because this looks terrible. And I said in the Discord, I understand if you want to watch Raw, go watch Raw. Um, I'm not really. Well, I did use it credibility. Well, I needed to bring back the world title in a big match, and the biggest match to bring the world title back was the Nakamura wait the AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura match. That why why is the Universal Championship back anyway? Why wait? Cause I thought I brought back the world title at this point. Oh God. Wait, what? I'm trying to think. Why? Cause Nakamura and Styles, they fought and hold on, my bad. I got it. Give me a sec. Okay, I'm back. That should have fixed the lag. We're good. We're good now. Well, I should have thought about this. Like, why are they fighting? Y'all brought up a good point. Y'all brought up a good point. Why is there's a Universal Championship match? That makes no sense. Cause I could have sworn that I honestly don't even know. I don't even know what I was thinking. That makes no sense because it should have been the world championship. I don't know why I had the Universal Championship. I'm about to go back and look at see what did I explain why I had the Universal Championship because that makes no sense to why I did not have it. I don't know. I'm about to go back and watch and see. Um um but yeah, moving on with the show. So AJ Styles retained this championship against Tommaso Ciampa. A lot of people was pulling for Ciampa to win, but at the time, I ain't want Ciampa to win. Um, and this was before his hiatus. So this was the perfect way to make sure the hiatus happened. Then we had the Women's Royal Rumble. Now I want to talk about the Royal Rumbles. Weird thing in these games, um, I don't like the Royal Rumble matches and how they're set up. I honestly can't stand them. So next year, I'm gonna task two people to make my rumbles. I don't want to make neither of them because I had literal hell making my Royal Rumble for the women this year. So next year, in 2K21, when we get to the Royal Rumble, I'm gonna have people make my Royal Rumble for me again because I'm not making it because the rumbles in these games are awful. I hate working with them. They need to bring it back how it was in the old school games. You know how they got the hard cam now? That WWE using the hard cam in the older games, you seen the person come out and make their entrance before they got in the ring. Honestly, that was so much better and it was so much easier to control. I don't like these I don't like the Royal Rumble now because they changed so much about the game. I don't like it. I barely got to the Rumble and I barely got the winner I wanted to get. Um, at for the women. So I'm going to hire somebody. I don't care if I got to pay them or not. Somebody's going to do my Royal Rumble for me. They're going to do it for me. Somebody going to do it. So next year, JPA said he won't do it next year because since 2K20 messed him up and he lost everything, he said he won't do it next year. I'm gonna find somebody to do the women's rumble next year. I'm gonna get somebody to do it. We'll see. Somebody gonna do it for me because I can't sit there and do these rumbles again. I can't, dog. It was so bad, and y'all gonna see with the commentary, man. The commentary was so off, because I didn't know. I honestly didn't know what the hell I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. So the commentary was off. It was just so bad. So warning when you get to the matchup, um, you know, um, for 2K20. I apologize, but I just didn't know what I was doing. Um, but we got the winner that I wanted. So Toni Storm made her Universe Mode debut in this Rumble, by the way. And then number 2 was Shayna Baszler for the Women's Royal Rumble. When Women's Royal Rumble happened, I got the winner I wanted. The last 2 was, who was it? If I'm not mistaken, I said it in commentary. Was Ronda Rousey and I forgot somebody said in commentary. Y'all gonna find out in commentary when I said it in 2K20. But Ronda Rousey was one of the last 2 remaining, and it was hyped towards the end. And Ronda Rousey won my first ever Women's Royal Rumble. Rousey won it. Clean match, simple things, no issues, right? So we get to the Women's Royal Rumble. We get to the Men's Royal Rumble. We have issues, duplicate people, glitches, botches, and everything. This is where the show went downhill for me, and this is why I wanted to do a fully edited Royal Rumble or edited show because of the botches that you can take out if you mess up when you record a show. KJ Jones was supposed to win this Royal Rumble match. The plan was for KJ Jones to have his dream match with AJ Styles for the Strawberry Cupcake Championship. Because I remember I bought back the University because I got rid of it at SummerSlam. Then I bought it back again later on down the line. And then I got rid of it permanently after WrestleMania. So that was the last time the Universal title was defended. KJ Jones was supposed to win this Royal Rumble and face AJ Styles 1-on-1. At the last second, he got eliminated. And you could literally feel the pain in my voice when he got eliminated. I was heated at this game. Because the game failed me. I countered that clothesline. And I will forever remember, on January 6, 2019, I countered that clothesline. I don't care what nobody says. I countered it. But 2K, they played me. And they said I didn't counter the clothesline. So that means that KJ got eliminated, right? And I had to change plans last minute. So I went with Dolph Ziggler. So Dolph Ziggler was not supposed to be my 5th ever Royal Rumble winner. We have had 5 winners in this series. Dolph Ziggler's number 5. He was not supposed to be number 5. It was supposed to be KJ Jones. I still to this day I hated that decision, man. I hate it. My plan was for KJ Jones to win the Rumble, beat AJ Styles, and hold the World Heavyweight Championship until SummerSlam, where instead of Lewis winning the Creators World Heavyweight Championship, he would have won Big Goldie. He would have won the World Heavyweight title, and he would have beaten KJ Jones. They would have never. They would have turned on each other but never reunite. They would have never came back together. They would have stayed separated forever. That would have been it. After the run they had, when they came back for the Royal Rumble, um, they would have never stayed together again. That would have been it. And Samuel Lewis would have went on about his day in business, and he would have you know lost, won the world title, and then he would have held it up until a few months down the line, and then he would have dropped it to Velveteen Dream. Dream would have held the title going into current day, and I'm not telling you when he's going to lose it, because that is coming up very, very soon. That was the original plan. Velveteen Dream was not supposed to win the world title at Backlash. He was not. Apollo Crews wasn't supposed to have his ascension technically. It was supposed to be all about KJ. KJ was going to beat multiple stars on Monday Night Raw before Lewis came in and beat him. And then Lewis would have lost to Velveteen Dream later on in the year. And then Dream would have lost to whoever wins the Royal Rumble. That was the original plan. But plans have changed dramatically. Now KJ and Lewis are back together. Now Lewis is in a feud with Vince Diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. KJ Jones is with Lewis, his tag team partner. They won the tag team titles. Lewis was the Creators World Heavyweight Champion. Lewis never got his proper title run that he was supposed to get. He never got it. Now plans have dramatically changed for the better. I'll answer that and say that. I'll say this. Honestly, I think plans have changed for the better. You know what I'm saying? Here's why I say that botch helped. Because it made the rise of Apollo Crews and Velveteen Dream greater. That's why I thank 2K for the botch. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad it happened, because a lot of my mindset changed and how everything came together changed. Because after this show, I created some of the best storylines that I've created in my 4 years on YouTube. That show changed my outlook on booking. Because after I watched that show, I went and watched all the Matthew West videos that he had up at the time. Delzinski was doing his stuff, his advice at the time too. I was constantly watching them. And this is how the Coltrane tag team format came together. And the show themes came together. You know what I'm saying? It came from this botch. And my entire outlook on Universe Mo changed. Dolph Ziggler was not even supposed to. He was not even in the conversation to win. I had looked at who was in the ring. We had Goldberg in the ring. And I crapped on Goldberg winning the Universal Championship in real life. So I could not have Goldberg win the Royal Rumble. That would have ruined all my credibility. And I would have lost some subs. Goldberg would have won that. I had no choice. Ziggler was my best option in the ring at the time. Everybody else had other things that were going on. They had other things to do. Ziggler was the best option the safest option and best option to go with. I had no choice but to go with Dolph Ziggler. Because we had freaking Jey Uso and one of the last people in the Rumble. You could argue we could have had another Nakamura coronation. Because Nakamura was in the ring, but we just had Nakamura coronated last year when he won the Rumble last year. Because Nakamura won the Royal Rumble the year before So I could have had him winning back to back times. But we had Dolph Ziggler, Chris Jericho, and Shinsuke Nakamura in the ring. Chris Jericho did absolutely nothing up to that point to even say he's in contention for the Universal Championship. I couldn't fit him in the Finn Balor stuff, so he was not an option. Shinsuke Nakamura, yeah, that worked, but we already seen AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura already. It happened at SummerSlam in 2K18. Dude, nobody wants to see that again. So maybe if Ciampa would have beat AJ, then maybe Nakamura and Ciampa would have been a better match than what we got with the triple threat. We would have been the next best option. But Ciampa didn't beat AJ. So I had no choice but to go with Dolph Ziggler. He was the safest option, and I could have, and he was the easiest option to get KJ Jones to WrestleMania. Well, he ultimately finally got coronated at WrestleMania, but plans changed. It was too late for KJ. He couldn't have that run, and Velveteen Dream swooped in and took his run away from him. You know. But when I look back at this Royal Rumble, the thing that needs to happen for 2K20's Rumble to beat this Rumble overall is storytelling. Storytelling, match quality, and consistency. And I think from what I have done, from top to bottom, and for making this show, I think all those avenues are going to be hit. Because I have some of the best on this show. I have Expert on this show, I have Picky on the show, and I got Bossman. I think that this will be the best Rumble I've done on YouTube. I wholeheartedly think that, judging from this recap, if you go back and watch this show, despite everything I told you, you would say that this was a damn good show, and I will agree with you. It was a great show for what it was. If you take the recap out, but you compare this to what you're going to see in a few days, to maybe a week from now, depends on when Expert gets the Rumble done and Picky gets the segments done. You compare this to what you're going to see very, very soon, I think we're going to knock out the park. We're going to knock it out of the park, in my opinion. I wholeheartedly believe that, man. I believe it. You know? And we're going to talk about WrestleMania. Some people say that NXT TakeOver Philadelphia was better than my WrestleMania from last year. That's saying something, because that WrestleMania was very good. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow. We're gonna recap. Since it's WrestleMania week, I'm gonna talk about my WrestleMania from 2K19 last year, for the guys that wasn't there, because I know a lot about WrestleMania more than the Rumble, because it's still in my notes. All the matches that came over for WrestleMania are still in my notes, so I can break down WrestleMania easily for y'all and give you my thoughts on it, and saying that is that the best WrestleMania I've had on YouTube. We'll talk about it tomorrow. But in closing, if those factors happen for my Rumble this year, there'll be no competition. There'll be no competition. Despite the botches and all, it was still a very, very entertaining show. Besides the botches and everything, it was still fun. It was still fun to watch. It was still fun to make. I enjoyed myself creating these stories. But this show changed my outlook on Universe Mode and made me a better Universe Mode creator that pulled in more subscribers that I have to this day. If it wasn't for the things I learned in this show, Coltrane would not have met half the people he would have met. And I wouldn't have my subscriber base I have right now. That's why this show holds a lot in my heart. And it's near and dear to me because of those factors right there. You know, I would say as a creator, go back and watch your stuff. I do it every time. Go back and watch your stuff and see how you can improve on the next show, for the next game or next year. you're going into. You know, always compare what you did the year before and see if you did it better. That's how you ultimately gonna improve. If you can find the faults that you had, that's how you ultimately can improve your show overall. That's my closing. I know that this not gonna do too many views. I'm not expecting that many likes on this video. I'm recapping something. It's not something really big. So I ain't expecting that many likes. I ain't expecting that many views on this video. But I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys and talk about the show. If you missed anything from today, we uploaded 2 videos today, 2 promos on the Royal Rumble. There was one with Apollo Crews discussing giving the top 1% a warning, and there was one about Balor explaining the new decade prophecy ahead of the Royal Rumble. There is a Royal Rumble commercial dropping tomorrow. Finn Balor versus Batista. The commercial for the Royal Rumble is dropping on tomorrow, made by my main man JNW Boss. So make sure you guys check that out. It'll be a very interesting commercial dropping tomorrow, and there may be more promos. We will see how everything goes, but expect in the coming days the match card video, and the Rumble itself in the coming days. But there will still be content going up in the coming days for you all. Some video games being played. You will get something in your sub boxes every single day this week, even though we're still waiting on the Royal Rumble. On my end, there is 2 matches left to record. I have Randy Orton and Tommaso Ciampa. I made the Orton attire. Ciampa's attire is ready to go. I have to make that match and do commentary over it. And I have Johnny Gargano and Christian. That's all I got left. Picky has his 7 segments to do, and Expert has the Royal Rumble. Once everything is done, and once everything is to Boss, and when Boss can put together the show, then we'll be green light. We just gotta find a day, because I don't think we're gonna beat WrestleMania 36. I just don't think everything's gonna be ready in time. If everything's not ready in time, I would literally push this show back to a Monday and hype it up as much as I can. Share it on Twitter every single day. I will do hardcore promotion. There will be hardcore promotion for this year's Royal Rumble. You will see a lot of things on Instagram, Twitter. I'm going to be all over. I'm even going to promote this show on Facebook. I sure will. I'm going to promote this show on Facebook. I want everybody on this show. I want everybody on it. Everybody. So make sure you guys are sharing everything out. Share the videos out that we did today. The commercial is dropping tomorrow at noon. Boss just uploaded the commercial. I'm scheduling it for noon. Won't be premiered because it's like a minute. So I'm going to just schedule it so it can just upload at 12 o'clock for y'all. So y'all going to see that in your sub boxes. And y'all going to get another video tomorrow. So there will be Rumble stuff dropping all week. You will see something related to the Royal Rumble this week. So backstage segments, confrontations, yeah, it's pretty much. I'm not going to premiere that. It's just a minute. So we just schedule it to upload at 1 o'clock. Not crap. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're back. But one more thing. A lot of people have been asking me, where is Universe Mode War? Very simple. I told y'all Universe Mode War will not be like Universe Mode where you get that every month. There will be months that there will be no Universe Mode War. I explained this last time. Basically, Universe Mode War is a series where you will get it when the creator's ready. I'm not up next. I've done my show already. So let me address this. Universal War is coming back whenever the next episode is ready. I'm not pressuring J&W to get the episode out. He's next. We talked about it. Right now, he's working on TNA. Once TNA is out, then you will get the next episode of Universal War. I think you waiting like that builds more anticipation for it, and people are enjoying it more. Quality over quantity, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that. So Universal War is coming back very, very soon, but not right now. Not right now. The one thing I want to address with it is that right now there is something with the NXT brand. The dude that does NXT, he's going through a lot right now. And he might not be able to do this consistently. This is why I have multiple people on this job. There may be a appointment available for Universal War. What do I mean? What I mean is that there may be a spot available where you can be a part of the series in a bigger standpoint than where you are right now. Like I said, man, I'm getting into my older age. I'm gonna use all the help I can get. So if y'all say, like, people offer me, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I'm taking advantage of that because I'm getting older. You know, I can't sustain all this. You know, I'm gonna use the help. You know, because I wish I had help back in my day, back in earlier on in my in my YouTube career. So I'm gonna use the help now that I'm getting. So there will be more opportunities set for people that want to take them. That's what I'm trying to say. But Universal War is coming back very, very soon. But don't harass me about it. Whenever it's set and ready to go, we will be good. But the thing is, when it comes back, my plan is going to be consistent, like this. We're going to have SmackDown. You won't have to wait. You won't have to wait that long. You're going to get NXT afterwards, then Extreme Rules when it comes back. Because Raw is doing Extreme Rules. Picky has his console now. So Picky has his thing fixed. Which means not everything is on me to do Extreme Rules now. I can ask him to do a few matches for me. Upload them as unlisted. And that could get downloaded and put in for the show. So it just doesn't have to be me doing Extreme Rules for Universal War. Which I'm so happy that he got his console back, because when he's available and he's not working on his own stuff, by all means, Picky can raise his hand up or text me and tell him that, oh, I want to work on something. I ain't gonna say no. I ain't gonna say no. And be like, oh, what you want to work on? What you want to work on? Oh, you want to work the match? Oh, okay, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Take that match. You know. Oh, you want to do some segments? Oh, some segments? Okay, yeah. Shoot. Somebody offer me to want to work on something, then I'm gonna say no. No. I'm gonna tell him yeah. Shoot, he got his console back too. By all means, work on that. All I gotta do is give him the story. Give him the story behind it. He make the match, commentary, done. So there you go. That's your Universal War update. Coming back very soon. Give us some time with it. Everybody getting adjusted to this new thing. We living in a new world right now, man. And we still got 30 more days of it. 30 more days right now of it. Might be longer than that. How everything going. So, keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Keep that in mind. But we're going to close. I'm through. Thank you so much for joining me. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel down below. Go check out NXT TakeOver Philadelphia if you haven't already. Stay tuned. The Royal Rumble is coming very, very soon. I might drop the match card video this week. If you haven't already, leave me a review of NXT TakeOver Philadelphia in the comment section down below or in the Discord. Picky left me a review, and Bossman gave me his review yesterday while we were while we were talking to each other on PlayStation 4 party. So, if you haven't already, please leave me your review of the show and tell me your honest thoughts on what you liked and didn't like. I don't care. You can tell me that didn't like this. I'ma take it. Take the criticism and move on. I'm a guy that likes criticism. I'm a guy that likes telling me if you didn't like something, let me know, so I can get better. Because ultimately, I want to be the best I can be. I give criticism to people, they give it back to me. I ain't gonna cry about it. No, I want it. So, leave your comments and concerns that you had with the show so we can get better for next time so we don't make those same mistakes again. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again. Albert Einstein, get your quotes right, baby. Well, we out of here. Y'all go enjoy Raw. I'm about to go enjoy Raw myself. Y'all have a great night. Go check out the videos if you haven't checked them out. They're live on channel right now. More content dropping tomorrow. We're gonna be promoting the heck out of the Royal Rumble. I promise y'all, it will be worth it. Quality over quantity. Remember that. I'll be your host, Cold Train. Thank you so much for joining me. Good night. Talk to y'all. Talk to somebody in the Discord, and I'll talk to the rest of y'all on tomorrow. See you guys later.